Welcome, dear students and Prep 3. Today we will complete our lesson. We will talk about Mendel's first law, or law of segregation of factors. Okay. Last time we talked about dominant and recessive traits, and we said each trait is controlled by two factors, and these factors are known now by genes. Mendel explained the transmitting of factors or genes from parents to individuals through gametes. Okay, he put some rules or assumptions. Number one, he said that hereditary traits are transmitted from parents to the offspring by means of hereditary factors. Hereditary factors are called genes. Okay, in a living organism, every hereditary factor is controlled by two hereditary factors or two genes. Okay, one of them comes from the father, and the other one comes from the mother. Okay, if the factors are similar in the offspring or homozygous. Okay, we have similar factors or homozygous. That means the hereditary trait is pure, or this individual is pure. Okay, while if they are different, not similar, different yani, okay, the trait is impure or heterozygous. Okay, and the individual is called hybrid. Okay. The two hereditary factors of every trait separate when the gametes are formed. As we know, gametes, they are cells which have the number of chromosomes. Okay, we have male gamete and female gamete. Each one has only one N, or have number of chromosomes of the living organism. Each gamete carries one factor. Okay, so this is the first law of Mendel, or law of segregation. When two individuals of any pair of hereditary traits are different from each other, only the dominant trait, okay, dominant trait only, appears in the first generation, while the two traits appear in the second generation in ratio of 3 dominant to 1 recessive. Okay, to express this law by symbols. Okay, if we have the last example, pure yellow seeds and pure green seeds. Okay, we will take capital yellow letter. Okay, capital Y letter. Okay, for express the dominant. Okay, as we know, yellow is dominant while green is recessive. Okay, we take capital Y is a sample for yellow color. Okay, small y sample of green. Okay, so the parents, okay, the P means parents. Okay, first one has Y capital. Okay, that means this individual is pure yellow, and this individual pure green. Y small. Okay, these are parents. Gametes, okay, like this. They are separate during formation of gametes. Okay, but this parent will give only one type of factors, which is yellow or Y capital. Okay, and the other one produces only one type of factors also, or gene, and Y small. Okay, so the first generation, okay, all offsprings in the first generation, their genetic structure will be Y capital, Y small. That means all of them will be hybrid yellow, okay, or yellow hybrid seeds. تمام? Okay, formation of second generation. Parents, the two parents are from the first generation. Okay, so all of them, Y capital, Y small, and Y capital, Y small, this yellow and this yellow, but hybrid. Okay, this Y capital, Y small separate and produce two types of gametes, Y capital and Y small, and this one also Y capital and Y small. This Y capital, okay, may be combined with Y capital, gives Y capital, or this also, okay, Y capital, Y small, okay, and Y small, Y small, Y capital, Y small, Y small, okay. This is the product, okay. All these 1, 2, 3, they are yellow, okay. One pure yellow and two hybrid yellow, and this is green. So the ratio between yellow, red dominant, to green, red recessive, 3 to 1. Okay, this is 3 to 1. This is the ratio. Okay, try to read this experiment, this activity, and make it. Now we will talk about second law of independent assortment of hereditary factors. In the second law, Mendel studied the transferring of two pairs of contrasting traits. Okay, for example, he made his experiments on tall and red flower plant, okay, and short and white flower pea plant, okay, and he noticed that طبعا he used pure each one of them, okay, two pairs of contrasting traits are pure, okay. The first generation, all members or individuals in the first generation are tall stem and red flower, okay, while in the second generation the ratio between red flower to white flower or the number of individuals of red flowers is 12, and the number of flowers of white flowers, plants with white flowers, is 4. Okay, if we make simplification, okay, the ratio between red to white, 3 to 1. Okay, the first generation, all offsprings will be Y capital, Y small, R capital, R small. Okay, and the second generation, these are the gametes, okay, which are produced from each one of the parents, and this is the table represents all individuals, okay. And if we study the table and the number of each one, we will find the same ratio, okay, 12 to 4 in each trait, okay. Now بالنسبة للhuman, okay, we have dominant and recessive traits, okay, and dominant or recessive individuals who recessive, at least one dominant gene from either parents, okay. طيب examples اللي عندنا ability to roll tongue, okay, the ability to roll tongue is one of dominant. This is dominant, and not ability is recessive, okay. The loop of ear loop trait dominant, okay, and attached ear loop is recessive. This is recessive and this is dominant, okay. Curly hair trait dominant, okay, while straight hair recessive. هنا عندي wide eyes dominant or dominates, okay, the narrow eyes. يعني if we have the two genes, one of wide eyes and one of narrow eyes, the wide eye gene dominates means it appears, that its trait will appear, okay, هي wide eyes, okay. Here the presence of cheek dimples, okay, this is dominant or dominates the no dimples, okay. and absence of freckles, okay, and the face. This is dominant, and presence of it is recessive. Presence of it is recessive. Okay. Thank you. Inshallah, next time or next part we will talk about genes in general and their structures. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. The first generation, all offsprings will be Y capital Y small, R capital R small. Okay. And the second generation, these are the gametes. Okay, which are produced from each one of the parents, and this is the table represents all individuals. Okay, and if we study the table and the number of each one, we will find the same ratio. Okay, 12 to 4 in each trait. Okay, now بالنسبة للhuman, okay, we have dominant and recessive traits. Okay, and dominant or recessive individuals who recessive, at least one dominant gene from either parents. Okay, طيب examples اللي عندنا ability to roll tongue. Okay, the ability to roll tongue is one of dominant. This is dominant, and not ability is recessive. Okay, the loop of ear loop trait dominant. Okay, and attached ear loop is recessive. This is recessive and this is dominant. Okay, curly hair trait dominant. Okay, while straight hair recessive. هنا and wide eyes dominant or dominates. Okay, the narrow eyes. يعني if we have the two genes, one of wide eyes and one of narrow eyes, the wide eye gene dominates. Dominates means it appears, that its trait will appear. Okay, هي wide eyes. Okay, here the presence of cheek dimples. Okay, this is dominant or dominates the no dimples. Okay, and absence of freckles. Okay, and the face. This is dominant, and presence of it is recessive. Presence of it is recessive. Okay, thank you. Inshallah, next time or next part we will talk about genes in general and their structures. Thank you. Goodbye.